It's just amazing. Ah. Isn't it really cool? It's just so cool. Alright, so that's the historical site little thing. This guy's gonna take us on a tour and tell us about everything, but Abner Pratt settled in Marshall in 1839 and in the 1850s became Chief Justice of the State Supreme Court. And he wanted this house to represent like the Hawaiian Islands. Returning home from when he was out there, he built the house in 1860 to recreate the island atmosphere. So it was just amazing. And it's right by the fountain too, on the corner. So yeah. Oh yeah, we're just waiting to be able to get in. So just wanted to show you. It's just so amazing. It's going to be a lovely tour. And I would love for you to come with me to check out the inside of it. So, all right, let's go. See you inside.
You know, and there's a landmark district, and just about every house in the landmark district is an old property. All right, so why is this weird looking house here in the middle of the Midwest? And it's because of this gentleman right there. This is Abner Pratt, and Mr. Pratt was an attorney here, living here in Marshall. He was also on the Michigan Supreme Court. And in 1855, he was appointed as the ambassador to the Sandwich Islands, which became the Kingdom of Hawaii, which became Hawaii. He goes to Hawaii, he likes it there so well that he decides to come back to Marshall, and he bought the plans for his house in Hawaii, brings it back here, and starts building it in 1860. Biggest modification he made was putting in 11 fireplaces. There was none in 11. Yeah, can you imagine trying to fill 11 fireplaces?
Well, and to even work them into the plans that he
Yeah,
already had.
yeah.
That's a challenge.
So now the one thing he did bring back that was originally to Hawaii was this glass here on both sides of the door, and this parquet floor here is brought back from Hawaii. This wood here in the middle, you guys see that? That is called koa wood, which is an endangered species now, and you can't even buy it in Hawaii.
You said there's 6 that remain?
Yeah.
And the others are covered up, or?
Well, they took them out when they put the heating in, probably about 1900, a lot of them. Now, one of the things, and by the way, you're welcome to sit in any of these chairs that don't have a red stripe on them, okay?
Okay.
All right, so this fireplace right here, these are not original to the house. These were put in by the third owner. He did not like the marble fireplaces that were in here. And he kept one downstairs, and I'll let you guys be the judge whether he was using sound thinking. But he decides to put in, this is slate. This is his masterpiece, really, of the house.
Yeah, the ceiling.
I've learned a lot, and some of the stuff you just take on face value. I thought that guy right there, the devil guy, you see that with the horns? That is actually Pan, that half man, half goat, who was really popular in the 19th century, okay? And that guy with the long hair up there, that is Voltaire, the philosopher, and who was also very popular at that time. And I don't know what this means, but if you guys come over here, and you see this lady in a clamshell being pulled by snails, being chased by a dragonfly.
Oh, yeah.
And that brown thing up there?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means, okay? That's just some, artist imagination.
Maybe a Hawaiian
Well, I think just
legend or something.
Artist's imagination, we thought it was.
Yeah.
Again, they gave this artist pretty much carte blanche.
Wow.
You guys that talked to or asked about the walls, this is what the walls look like. I mean, there's big holes in them that they had to fix.
So is F.A. Grace the artist
Yes.
that restored them?
F.A. Grace was the original guy that did it. The lady we should really probably commemorate is the lady that took twice as long to restore this as
Right.
he painted it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Let me see. Oh, yeah.
A couple of things about this room. This chandelier right here, this is a chandelier.
Insertion of plaster buttons.
Or excuse me, a gas and electric. And basically you can see, hi there. And you can see this right here.
That's what it used to look like.
So that's kind of cool.
And that's original to the house?
That's original. Can you see how that sparkles there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See how that sparkles?
What is that?
Sparkles, the
Yeah,
mirror
this was
sparkles.
Okay, that is called diamond dust. Okay, what that is, it's a combination of both mercury and silver.
pearl.
And it was a big process, you know, if you had money back in the
Jeez.
19th century, these mirrors
It's
are from
amazing.
1859. And you can tell they are in absolutely
I think it's from
perfect condition. A
1858.
lot of Western hotels and saloons have these because they're so durable. The interesting thing that I found out, somebody was here that actually knew a little bit about diamond dust, and she told me that the guy that developed the process for diamond dust died in 1893. He's a French guy. When he died, he never wrote down the formula, and they have not been able. I don't think this was used all that often. I mean, it's just, you know, the kitchen's downstairs, I think they ate probably most of their meals downstairs. This is probably special occasions or when you had guests over. But this is where I talk a little bit about not only the house history, but about Marshall history as well. All right, so it all starts with a slave that's living down in Carrollton, Kentucky in 1843. And it was right across the river from Indiana. He finds out that 2 of his children are going to be sold, and so he decides to get on the Underground Railroad. Comes as far as Marshall. Okay, Marshall was a big station on the Underground Railroad, and this guy right here was one of the station masters, big benefactor and actual participant. His name is Charles Gorham. He was one of the founders of the Republican Party, big abolitionist. Okay. So the Crosswhites get here, they get to Marshall, everything's going well for them.
The Crosswhites were the black
The
family?
black family, I'm
Okay.
sorry. And they're here for about 4 years. Their kids are enrolled in school, they got a little farm going. He's actually has a job delivering mail. Well, the original owners find out that he's up in Marshall, so they sent 3 slave catchers up to Marshall to take him back. Typically back in the 1840s, if you got to the north, you were safe, okay?
Yes.
But so anyway, there was prearranged signals here in town if this happened, and 200 citizens of Marshall, led by this man right here, his name is Charles Gorham, went down to the cabin and he stopped these guys from taking the Crosswhites back to Kentucky. So that's kind of a neat, neat thing.
Rallied around.
I hope that you enjoyed seeing the Honolulu house from Marshall, Michigan. I will be back here in a couple of days just to show you some of the neighboring houses and to show you how beautiful they are as well. But for now, Tina's the Outsider is out. See you later.